Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
Okay.
Redmen TV. My name is Dan Clubb. I will be your host for this episode of Transfer Insight, and I'm delighted to say I'm joined again, a couple of months after we spoke last, by the brilliant Belgian football journalist Sacha Tavolieri. Sacha, how are you doing, mate? You good?
Hi, yes, I'm really good. I'm really happy to be with you again.
Yeah, good man. Pleasure to have you on again, of course. Really enjoyed our conversation last time. So let's do it all again. And we're here to speak about the same footballer, a compatriot of yours, of course, current Southampton midfielder, Romeo Lavia. Now, last time we spoke about Liverpool's interest in him. I think you said the interest was concrete. And just yesterday, I think it's fair to say it ramped up a little bit. Obviously, we had Fabrizio Romano talking about it, you yourself talking about it as well. So, as things stand, Sacha, you tweeted yesterday that there's going to be a huge fight for Romeo Lavia. You mentioned Liverpool's working relationship with Southampton could help us do the deal. You said Chelsea have wanted him for a long time, something you mentioned
Yes.
last time we spoke, actually. And Arsenal have also sort of got a good relationship with the agent that could help them. So, what is the current situation as things stand?
For the moment, what I can say, and it's the news, we can say that Liverpool is going ahead with the profile. That they are really they are still interested. They kept contact with the entourage of the player, and they announced their intention to make an offer this summer. So this is something quite concrete and huge. Of course, as I told in my tweet yesterday, there are contacts with Southampton that can really help on the deal. But fact is that the concurrency for the moment with the Arsenal is really huge, because I don't know if you know it, but there is a close relationship between the player, the agent's player, and Arsenal that is going through for years, and is even more deeper since the renewal of our friend Bukayo Saka. From Arsenal. So this is a problem, because we are expecting that when the player decides to go somewhere for first, that is where he will sign. And for the moment, we are not absolutely not talking about this. He didn't say that he wants to play for Arsenal. This is important to signalize, but it's becoming a fight between these two clubs, because I guess Chelsea were there. They were in advantageous position. It was really important for them to be there, and they loved the player from the longest time. The player also talked to his entourage to the fact he wants to play, and it could play for Chelsea and so on. But fact is that Chelsea is going to go a bit everywhere, and they are losing time for this case. And the fact is that I guess Romeo Lavia won't wait a lot of time, because he wants to make his preparation. He wants to be ready really quick, in sort of again being able to make things in his new team. And his new team won't be definitely Southampton, so he has to choose, and he has to get the choice. There are something that is playing a bit, I will not say against, but that is playing for Arsenal, is the fact that they play Champions League football. This is really important for him. And there is something that also I think will play for Liverpool, is that they have nothing more to sell as a player, to go directly getting a deal with Southampton. And this is important, because Chelsea needs to sell. They like the player, but they have a sort of scheduling on the
Yeah.
transfer window that will make them a bit going lower on being concrete on the fact. They kept information about Southampton to know how to make the deal. It's the same for Liverpool, but Liverpool can be really quick, because they don't have a lot of things to do. They make the big work for the midfield earlier, so they are ready to make an offer. So in terms of time, I mean,
Yeah.
so this is really important. And the fact is that they were a bit disappointing by the Barella case, because they were thinking that it was possible for them to bring him, and he said no. So it was a bit disappointing for them. So they say, okay, let's make a young star of Premier League on the team, and trying if it's possible to reach a deal. So that's the situation right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're interested. You mentioned Barella there. I actually got a message yesterday from an Italian journalist who said that Barella had essentially chosen to stay at Inter Milan, which is no huge surprise. You know, I think he loves Inter Milan. He's an Inter Milan fan. I'm not shocked by that decision. Let's put it that way. You mentioned there Liverpool could be ready to make an offer at some point because, as you say, we haven't got loads to do. The main focus is the midfield. Have there been any offers yet for Lavia as things stand from Liverpool, Arsenal, or even Chelsea? Has anyone made a bid yet?
They say they will make an offer, but they didn't make it factually. So formal offer hasn't been done for the moment, but everyone is confident that it will be the case. If it's not this week, it will be next week. This is something really concrete. And as I told you, fact is that the relationship between between Liverpool and Southampton will make the things a bit more smooth for a conversation. So talks have already been done, but a formal offer, I cannot confirm it.
No. Okay, fair enough. You mentioned a moment ago it could be a race between Arsenal and Liverpool potentially. Now, with Arsenal, they look like they're going for quite a few different midfield options. Obviously, we know about Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo is still in there. And it feels like they could be waiting for something to happen with Thomas Partey as well in terms of outgoings. Do you think that could impact them pursuing Romeo Lavia? And also, do you think it could impact Lavia's decision? Because you said a moment ago, like Champions League could play a part in this. But he's someone so exciting, so talented. He's played so much football for Southampton already in the Premier League. He's going to want first team football, isn't he? You would imagine.
Yes, of course. This is important because he gets also a direct entry with Klopp, and Klopp is the one who can really convince that kind of player. You know, he can speak to them. He can get this human part that can touch Lavia, knowing a bit how Lavia is as a person, his behavior, also the intelligence of all his family. You know, Lavia is not someone who is coming from the hood or something like this. His family is all people from the high society, so they are really intelligent. They know how to make the things and something like this. So it's not just with money that you will get Romeo Lavia. Okay. And this is important for Liverpool because if you think about money, it's sure that I think the Emeka Obazi, the agent of Lavia, will bring a big offer from Arsenal in terms of personal terms. I was telling, and it's true, that they were close by talking about personal terms with Arsenal, and this is true. But Liverpool is there, you know, and he's saying, okay, we really want you. We think you are really interesting in our project, and the profile has been validated by Jurgen Klopp, and they also know that this profile, this is in terms of club, will be less expensive than maybe Manu Kone or Khéphren Thuram, and I don't think that Khéphren Thuram has as a priority Liverpool. So this will play, you know, something really important, and the fact that Romeo Lavia has played so much minutes in the Premier League will play to get him a sort of step forward by Manu Kone, because Manu Kone is not yet a player, international player. So he plays for the youngster of France under 21. Yeah. But Lavia is yet already an international A, you know, with Belgium. So this plays also for him. And the fact that he plays at Southampton and in Premier League, in terms of vision for the scouts of Liverpool, that's an advantage too.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of my chat with Sacha Tavolieri about Liverpool's interest in Romeo Lavia. If you want to watch the entire show, head over to redmenplus.com and that's there for you, as well as our amazing Bobby Firmino documentary with all the full interviews and all the amazing content that we do day in, day out here at Redmen.